Let us understand the effect of this pandemic on the fitness industry. Fitness clubs were the first to close, and I know they will be the last to open. Fitness club industry has been hit the most during this pandemic. Understand how this industry operates. First of all, this industry has to work so hard to invite people to exercise, because just 0.001% of Indian population is exercising, and just 1% of urban population is exercising. So understand, the penetration is so low. So this industry has to strive all the time to get people to come and exercise, because exercise is not a necessity. I understand that after this pandemic, exercise will be the first important thing on people's mind. But let's discuss that later. Let's discuss how the industry is surviving right now. The industry is going through a bad and very challenging phase. Right now, future looks different, but right now you hear news of gyms closing down all over the country even before the lockdown is opened, because gyms operate on a very small margins. Understand how this industry works. First of all, the capital investment. Gyms, like good quality clubs, they require good infrastructure, and this good infrastructure requires amazing location. These are the prime locations of the city, and these prime locations don't come cheap. They come at a humongous price. The capital investment on these clubs is humongous. Imagine, for a 10,000 square feet club, the initial investment on interior and the equipments is huge. The normal treadmill which a member runs, that treadmill does not cost less than 8 to 10 lakh rupees. A normal weight training machine from a good quality branded company does not cost less than 4 to 5 lakhs each. Even a rubberized dumbbell, a small dumbbell of 25 kg, costs not less than 40 to 50,000 rupees. So the initial investment into building a gym is huge. It's huge. Imagine people going on this machine. They are the finest quality machines in the world. These machines almost interact with you, give you every data possible, and these machines don't come cheap. The infrastructure, the entire facility is air conditioned. It has the finest decor, because the feel good factor in a gym has to be of top quality. So the capital investment which goes into a gym is huge. That's not the only thing. The operating expenses of a gym is the biggest worry, because when the location is prime, and when you have a prime location, the rentals are high. An amazing club, like a top quality club, their rentals infrastructure cost is almost 30 to 40% of their revenues. The second cost is people's cost. It's a people's industry. People want people to train them in the club, to service them. This is not the case abroad. In India, every member wants a trainer next to him. Every member wants some services through people, and people come through cost. There is huge cost involved into people. Almost 30 to 35% of the entire revenue goes to salaries, people's cost. There's a major cost is electricity, because everything requires power. The treadmills, the air conditionings, the machines, the music system, everything requires power. And power to a commercial unit does not come cheap. Then there's advertising, there's a lot of other costs. So what remains at the end, at the bottom line, is not less than 10%, just 10 to 12%. That's why the big guys are not in those industries, like Reliance and Tatas and Birlas and Ambanis, every guy. Otherwise they would have jumped in this industry. This industry was built through entrepreneurs, through people who funded themselves, who are passionate about this industry, and they're driving this industry. So there's huge, humongous operating cost, and this is going to be a challenging factor in the future. The third most important thing is pricing. I'm in this industry for the last 30 years. I have not seen pricing going up. What prices were 20 years back, the same prices are today. Imagine a member pays 12 to 14,000 rupees a year to use this facility. It's almost 30 to 40 rupees a day. What do you get in 30 to 40 rupees a day to use a world-class infrastructure? You get hot shower, you get lockers, you get physiotherapists, you get nutritionists, you get trainers, you get group classes, you get a fantastic ambience, you get a social connect at 30 to 40 rupees. But people really have issues to pay 30 to 40 rupees. That's why the penetration is low. There are two ways. One is people find gyms are expensive, and two, people find exercise is not an option. But this is going to change. And there's competition. Every nook and corner there are clubs opening. Small clubs. People don't understand value of services. If they can get at one place, they can just jump just for 1,000 or 2,000 rupees. And fitness clubs are suffering because of that. Most clubs survive on very, very thin margins. And with this recent closure, it's going to put tremendous pressure on them to operate further. There are a lot of clubs have already announced that their closures. Clubs which are working on very, very slow margins will announce closures later. And this is putting tremendous pressure on the industry. A lot of things will change. The model will change. People have to accept paying a little bit more for their health, because I understand and I know, I'm very sure people will take exercising very seriously. So the penetration will grow. But not now. At least for next 5 to 6 months, it will be slow. People will be scared. There will be social distancing. And that will be the challenging time for a fitness club to survive. So people have to understand they have to pay shell of little bit more for club memberships. It's for their own health. Now you've understood, when you've locked down for almost 6 weeks, you understand how important our health is. So they will start investing on their own health. That is one. Clubs will start modifying themselves. Club operating hours will come down. Club services will come down. Most of the clubs will go to self-service clubs. If anybody wants extra service, he needs to pay for it. Otherwise, clubs will not sustain. Clubs won't survive. This is the most challenging time for us. And everybody has to understand what a club goes through. Each member who joins a club membership. We are working towards it. We are making sure that all the club can do to make sure our members are connected, our members are happy for years, and we'll keep doing it. We want all the members' support to make sure that we come across from this pandemic as a winner. Love you so much.